de-escalate the unhealthy spirit among many residents of Port Harcourt to turn everywhere to markets. They constitute environmental hazards. The point is, places that are not designated as markets should not be converted to markets so that we can have healthy environment.
We go on a short break now. When we return, Eche Obia will begin boundary demarcation exercise today. Stay with us. The news. The Eche Local Government Council has finally reconnected Eche Local Government Area to the national grid through the Aba Power Limited after a prolonged years of darkness. After prolonged years of darkness, now some residents and women in Eche came out to celebrate the achievement and thanked the chairman of Eche Local Government Council, Chima Boniface Njoko, for matching actions with words. Have a listen to this. Celebrating the restoration of electricity at Amakumba in Mbaklan, the Eche chairman, Chima Boniface Njoko, said that the struggle for the reconnection of Eche to the national grid has become a reality. He commended the people of Eche for their patience and support for the realization of the project.
I want to thank this God again for allowing me to restore this political light. I embarked on electrification of the Eche local government, and I said there must be light.
Yes.
And there was light. There is no way I can employ everybody in the Eche local government. How can I give them a sense of belonging? It's for me to give to all these communities who have not seen light since they were born. Just like my community, these are my women. They have never seen light. I embarked on this project to give the same Eche people light. My happiness today is this. Is this in Nepal light?
Njoko said that the connection from Aba Power and Band A will supply 24 hours of uninterrupted power supply. He said that the company has started energizing other communities that have completed the clearing of live trees under high-tension power lines. Meanwhile, efforts to resolve land-related disputes are also underway. The chairman of the Eche Council, Chima Boniface Njoko, says the boundary demarcation exercise between some communities in Eche and Obiakpo local government areas will take place today, Thursday. Njoko, in a statement, said the exercise forms part of the joint effort of both council administrations to strengthen public security, reduce security risks, and address cases of land grabbing, encroachment, and lingering land disputes in the affected areas. To ensure full compliance, the chairman of the Committee on Anti-Land Grabbing, Land Acquisition Management and Development in Eche, Muonyili, is calling on residents of the affected communities to assemble at the Obiakpo Council Secretariat by 9 a.m. for the exercise. Communities affected in Obiakpo local government area include Elelewo, Eneka, Elimbu, Atali, Rumukuruchi, and Irebe, while those in Eche are Edegelem, Ime, Chokota, Ikwerengwo, and Umebulu. Officials from the Ministry of Land and Survey, as well as the Boundary Service Commission, are expected to participate in the exercise. Njoko also announced the appointment of Muonyili as the SPAC coordinator of Eche local government area. He says the appointment takes immediate effect. And still in Eche, community tensions have also surfaced. Many people, including women from the Obolo community of Umuechem town in Eche local government area, on Wednesday picketed the Port Harcourt office of Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited. The protest followed what the Obolo community described as a deliberate act of intimidation by the oil firm. Speaking with correspondent Nandewala, the CDC chairman of Obolo, Chidi Ayalibechi, explained how surveillance and other contracts were given away, marginalizing them as the host community.
We are not happy with the intimidation they have meted on us. Sometime March last year, Pipeline Infrastructure acquired some plots of land from Opolop. The pipeline surveillance were given to the CDC chairman of Umuechem. Then parking of refuse was given to one Mr. Kennedy, who is also the secretary to the CDC chairman of Umuechem community. And we said we cannot fold our hands and bow to this pressure. Pipeline Infrastructure, we are giving them 1 week to address our plights.
On his part, spokesperson of Obolo community, Obinna Ayalebechi, accused Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited of neglect and refusal to engage community stakeholders.
We have written to these people severally. They gave us assurances that we are going to address this matter, and we waited for them, but up till this day we decided that we should come to this place and occupy. Something we observed is that this is a deliberate action by them to intimidate us, and they have really been doing this. So we have decided to throw in the towel and then take the bull by the horn and work out our salvation by ourselves.
Other protesters also spoke.
The thing we are drunk is our own right, our own Obolo community to get our own share. If they give us our rights, it go better for we and our children.
We are here to interface with Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited. So what we are saying now is, with immediate alacrity, they should listen to the plight of Obolo community.
When you right move, better all you do for our community. When they give us our rights for Obolo community, when they constitute the women so that we go happy. Nothing what Obolo people don't get.
Why we are here is the company to recognize Obolo community, and if they don't, within 1 week, Tinubu will hear us being the presidency, and the governor of the state will also hear us.
For the whole Umuechem, Obolo get the oil. Make them come settle Obolo community.
Responding, a staff member of the company, Andrew Ebikeme Ebikombowe, assured the protesters of communicating their agitations to management. Now, in a related development involving traditional authority in Eche, the Olakwo Clan Council of Traditional Rulers and Chiefs has dismissed as false a malicious report alleging the dethronement of Eze Samuel Odum as the Ochimba of Odagwa 1 community in Eche local government area. In a statement signed by the Onyishi Agworo of Olakwo Clan, His Royal Highness Eze Godwin Ogu, the council described the purported announcement made on Saturday by Eze Kenwala as unauthorized and misleading. The council maintained that Eze Samuel Odum remains the duly recognized Ochimba of Odagwa 1 community in Olakwo Clan. The statement said neither the consent of the Olakwo Clan Council nor that of its chiefs was obtained in the alleged removal, contrary to the established traditional laws and customs. It also said no official communication has been received from any recognized government authority regarding the matter. It warned that anyone parading themselves as the new Ochimba of Odagwa 1 community is an imposter acting unlawfully. The Olakwa Clan Council called on the state government, the general public, and members of Olakwa Clan to disregard the misinformation. Now, it also urged security agencies to maintain peace and ensure that those responsible for spreading the false report are held accountable. We return to the presidency now. President Bola Tinubu has issued an executive order to safeguard and enhance oil and gas revenues for the Federation, curb wasteful spending, eliminate duplicative structures in the sector, and redirect resources for the benefit of the Nigerian people. A statement by the presidential spokesperson, Bayo Onanuga, said the president signed the executive order in pursuance of Section 5 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. The executive order is anchored on Section 44, subsection 3 of the Constitution, which vests ownership, control, and derivative right in all minerals, mineral oils, and natural gas in, under, and upon any land in Nigeria, including its territorial waters and exclusive economic zone in the government of the Federation. The directive seeks to restore the constitutional revenue entitlements of the federal, state, and local government, which were removed in 2021 by the Petroleum Industry Act. Also, President Bola Tinubu has appealed to Nigerians to forgive him if he has sinned against them, urging the citizens to embrace unity, peace, and moral renewal at the start of Ramadan. Tinubu spoke on Wednesday during the opening of this year's tafsir at the State House Mosque in Abuja. He said the coincidence of the 2026 Ramadan with the Christian Lenten season presents Nigerians with a unique opportunity to foster unity, peace, and stability across the country. The president emphasized that beyond fasting, Ramadan is a period for spiritual renewal, kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. In his sermon, the chief imam of the State House Mosque, Sheikh Abdul Wahid Abubakar Suleiman, prayed for good health and strength for the president as he works to improve the welfare and well-being of Nigerians.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
The U.S. is preparing to largely withdraw its remaining troops from Syria over the next few months. A senior White House official told the BBC that the Syrian government agreed to take the lead combating terrorism within its borders, and U.S. military presence at scale was no longer required. American troops have been in Syria since 2015 as part of an anti-terrorism campaign to counter the influence of the Islamic State group. The decision came as U.S. President Donald Trump ramps up military presence in the Middle East while tension mounts with Iran.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this morning, you heard President Tinubu has signed the Electoral Act 2026 into law. You also heard that stakeholders have raised concerns over Governor Fubara's upcoming commissioners list. We told you that Eche and Obiakpo local government areas will begin boundary demarcation exercise today. On the foreign scene, the U.S. is preparing to largely withdraw its remaining troops from Syria over the next few months. The news was edited by Martha Okere. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Ifechukwu Muonyili. Many thanks for listening.